So as the process starts with Fortins engines, most of our product comes into this back room here. We call it our dirty room. As we start with our tear down procedures, all our spec procedures. We first have to degrease everything in order to be able to do our particle magnafluxing back here and to do a proper assessment of what we are about to machine for our customers. We do a lot of flywheel grinding, we do a lot of drum and rotor turning in this room, belt sanding for exhaust manifolds. We do a lot of truck, commercial, automotive. We do this procedure for all our blocks and our cast iron cylinder heads that come through our machine shop, because we want to make sure that the product that is going out is in good shape to be able to be machined and put back into service out in the field. Once we know we have a good foundation or not, we can start to process the block from there. Okay, so we're in the valve grind room. What we can do in this room here is Tyler's over on the VGS20 right now, and we do valve seat repairs, we do guides, we can do installation of valve seats. We do lots of performance stuff with bowl blending, radius cutting, bronze guide installation, all kinds of whizzy stuff in that world at performance and OEM. We have multiple cutters for this area. We can do polycrystal diamond for aluminum. We do cast iron, because in today's modern vehicles and stuff, they all run an MLS, a multi-layered steel head gasket. So the manufacturer requires a certain finish on the cylinder head for what we're doing. So we can achieve that with this type of equipment that we have today. We're into our area now where we do our custom crank grinding. Tyler's on the machine and he's about to grind us a crankshaft for a little performance Ford that we're working on currently. For the crank grinding, we can do automotive, we do a light industrial, we do performance, and we can do stroking, de-stroking. We can change and alter the crankshaft any way, shape, or form that we want to with our machine. Very much up to speed in the industry with our equipment that we have in our machine shop as a whole. Russ is on the F68A from Rottler. It is a CNC machine, and the processes that we produce on this machine, we can do line boring, we can do cap conversions to any block, we can repair main lines on aluminum and cast iron blocks. We can do through boring on this machine. We can do sleeve repair on this machine in cylinder blocks, V8s, inline 4s, inline 6s. And we also can do square decking for performance applications. And we can also do lifter bore bushings for performance applications on this machine. Russ is currently doing a line bore process on the machine right now, and gets it back to better than what the factory actually made it at that point in time. This type of process and machine is becoming very popular in our industry today because it is very accurate as to what we need to do to be able to maintain the tight tolerances and standards that the newer motors today require from the OEM specifications. Once we're finished with a block on the through boring out of the Rottler 68A, it'll come into our HP7A, our diamond honing machine. And the process that we can do in there is we do a lot of our finish honing. So we can put our torque plates on our block and then we run it through. And it's all done today with diamonds instead of stones. So we can very accurately get our piston to wall clearances and get our cylinder walls straight and round. We've had to upgrade our equipment to be able to do this type of work, to be able to be a leader in the industry. We work on a vast array of motors at Fortins Engines. So on the assembly bench currently today we have a 1927 Model A motor. We also do a lot of performance, motor assembly. The block on the engine stand is going to be a 383 Chevy stroker motor for a fella from the island. It'll make rough numbers in the 500 horsepower range as a street motor, but we do a lot of different stuff. We do a lot of precision engine assembly here as well at Fortins Engines, and it kind of coincides with all the precision equipment that we have here today as being an industry leader and staying current with what we're doing today. Both equipment and our knowledge and training for the guys, we're always looking to stay current with what we're doing to be that leader in the industry. A lot of our motors leave here, they're already pre-broken, they're already set up. We know that they don't leak oil. We know the rings are broken. We know the cams are broken. We know the ignition, the carb, and or the fuel injection system is already set up on the vehicle and ready to go to give the installer or the home installer the ease of being able to put one of our engines in their car with the reliability and the quality that we so strive to do for our customer base.